everyone needs blessings. And my family, part of my family in India, um, it's a time of stress, and everywhere on the planet, especially amongst the youth as well as amongst old, but there is a lot of addictions on the planet right now. And addictions, and I watch Netflix a lot of times. I'm doing mantra. I'll be having Netflix in the background. So most of the time we are even in denial regarding our addiction. So it's very difficult to work with. Because we think, oh, it's normal to watch Netflix for hours. It's normal to be drinking on Saturdays, Sundays, Fridays. It's normal to be doing this or that. We rationalize. Мы очень быстро создаем причину в своих мозгах, почему у нас наша зависимость является нормальным явлением. Нет. Все зависимости ненормальны. И, в принципе, во время медитации потихоньку мы можем работать со своей зависимостью. So we can work with our addiction. But the first ground rule of the addiction is that we recognize that we have an addiction. So we recognize, and then once we have recognized the addiction, without the help of God, the universe, without the blessings of the universe, it is impossible to be cured of an addiction. Без поддержки Вселенной, человеческие мозги, с одной стороны, слабы, с одной стороны, сильны. Но без благословения очень трудно. Практически никак не лечить свою зависимость. It is impossible. There might be some exceptions. But without the blessings of the universe, it is impossible to heal yourself from your addiction. And life also is always going to be giving us, life as we progress. So if I watch Netflix, slowly my eyes are going to be able to watch. The body is going to drop off. When the body drops, 90% of the addictions will drop off. Ну, нам Вселенная так и так помогает. Допустим, я смотрю Netflix, ну, со временем глаза не будут работать, и никак не будет это все. И когда тело уходит, 90% зависимости там и остается. No, it's not 100%. Some addictions carry on even after death. Sex, alcohol, and sometimes there are some cultures, like if you go to Caribbean, if the person used to smoke and drink, they would leave on the grave alcohol. And they tell me that the alcohol changes color, it changes when you leave it out there. The taste, no, they have a practice not of drinking, but those who did say that the taste is taken away when you leave alcohol near a grave. So even after that, there are some addictions which carry on. Даже после смерти есть зависимости, то есть если оставляем алкоголь или какой-то сигарет и вот некоторые культуры у гроба, то там вкус изменяется, даже исчезает, скажем так. So первое правило, the first factor in an addiction is we have to recognize. And food addiction, almost everyone has. Nowadays, people are very proudly foodie, and it's such a time that if you put in food on that, if there are 20 channels, 4 or 5 them will be just food channels, and you even have chefs are the new, are like rock stars. One of them even committed suicide, and it was all over the news, etc. Chefs just make things which is food, and that food gets um, consumed so fast that earlier it was impossible for a chef to become a superstar. But now there are superstars. When you go to Vegas, the one of the key attractions is that when you go to the casino, that hotel has got a five-star chef, and his name and everyone thing is like as if he's a savior, bigger than Jesus. Images of chefs all over in Vegas, especially. As people are foodies, they want to taste something created by a celebrity chef, they're called. And of course, the final result of all this food is, you know what. So, of course, конечно, вы знаете, что конечный результат всех этих вот эта зависимость к еде, куда это делится. But our job today is to work, first recognize our addiction, and to work with the addiction, we ask the blessings of the universe. Now, since we are Vedantic, means we are non-dualistic. Non-dualistic means that we are reaching out for blessings to the God deep inside us and not to a God somewhere. God is somewhere, but God is also inside us. And when we are working with addictions, we need blessings from both. From the external life, also we need addiction blessings, and from the internal divine presence, also we need a blessing. It is a very difficult job to cure oneself of addiction, and we have to recognize that the core factor of addiction. What is it that when we are drinking more, having more food than needed, or indulging in anything over the limit or more than we need, what is the hook that our mind gets addicted? We are all looking for love. And this feeling in the heart that we do not have enough love, that can be the trigger, the deep-rooted trigger. Love can be seen, oh, I don't have enough respect, I don't have enough understanding, I don't have enough this, I don't enough have that. That feeling that I don't have enough, that is what triggers us to get an external resolution. То есть у нас, когда есть зависимость, у нас в сердце корень ощущения, у меня нет достатка любви в моей жизни. Это может перенести к тому, что мы будем пить больше, курить больше, играть в азарты больше. Addiction can be any. It can be gambling. It can be anything. But at the core is this feeling that I don't have love. And this love translates itself as I don't have enough money. I don't have enough love. I don't have enough luck. I don't have enough, no one understands me. Or I want this fast. I don't have I don't trust the universe. So I want whatever sense gratification. I want it now. So instead of working hard, I want, in my mind says, I'm better than others somehow, and I will play gambling. 2% of the people on the planet get addicted to gambling very fast. Same, somewhat more to smoking more. And then there are other addictions like alcohol. But nowadays, even if you don't have those other addictions, for sure, the social media that I'm always trying to check my cell phone or my SMS and finding out what's happening. Did someone send me another email or not? It is very addictive. Digital addiction is also addiction. social media addiction, when we trust our digital presence more than real people who are around us, that also is addiction. So all the addictions that we have, digital, alcohol, uh, we also can have an addiction in our attitude. I'm always right. And this spoils all relationships very fast. This addiction to be always being right. I'm right. And if I'm right, I will let the other person know you were wrong, because all these are coming from a childhood trauma. I did not, or I do not feel loved enough. Even in very loving families, I have seen mature people have addictions. And it's all childhood drama of something very, very deep rooted. But at the very core, the healing process is to go back and know that God is inside us, that we are complete. We see our lives as being incomplete, and that's okay. The analogy I'll give to you is that think of it when you open a, let's say you find a watch. All the parts are different. They are not of the same size. They're different cogs and wheels, different, doing different springs, doing different things. We are exactly the same. We are all different. Some are springs, some are cogs, some are turning, some are jumping, some are this. Everyone is a part of the huge clock-like universe, let's call it. And we are all parts of the clock doing our job. Even if we think that we are not doing it, we are doing it right, because we are functioning as a body, mind, intellect. We do not see the whole picture. But in reality, all the parts of the clock are perfect. Other analogy would be, think of yourself as being a heart and you see liver, kidney. Визуализируйте, что ви все Вселенная — это огромные часы, и каждый человек — это маленький часть этого большого часа. И, конечно, каждый час и отличается, каждый час отличается, but the whole, no one, not one spring of the watch sees the other springs, etc., but doesn't know how they are all working together. It doesn't know the grand plan. It just sees, oh, I'm working like this, but it doesn't understand how the other. Similarly, we are all part of the heart. Часто это сердечная энергия. Мы видим, о, что там живот делает, у него такие результаты, не надо такие результаты, не надо такие процессы. So we are all small parts, but we don't have the picture. And the most thing is that the clock functions properly, but none of the clock parts know what time is. It's in a different dimension at all. So all of us are functioning in 3D, while time, which may be the purpose or may not be the person, is the fourth, which our thinking cannot even arrive at that. So the heart doesn't know. Your heart, if it has a personality, ваше сердце, если имеет, она не знает, вы какой человек, хороший, плохой, у нее нету глаза, она просто пускает кровь. So in our childhood, we all had parents or did not have. So these are our first role models. And most of the people have traumas in addiction from their, oh, I wasn't loved enough. Because if the parents, even if they love, there can be a trauma from the past life or something. We came to this planet to have adventures of not having enough, but it is an artificial not enough, because in reality, all we need from this planet is some amount of food, calories to make the body function, and some amount of air. Everything, 90% of the things that we live and die for are artificial. They are artificial needs. We can still survive without them. And as Dalai Lama had said, the crazy thing is that we spend our lives going through stressful situations in an office, and then we spend the money that we made in that office to heal ourselves from the disease that we got from going to the office. So making money and then spending that money to get well. So we are in that, but we have to get out of it These are very effective times when the core reason that we have an addiction is I do not feel myself to be complete. And I think this wine, this alcohol, this social media, this cigarette, it will pacify me. It will give me an immediate sense gratification and it will make me feel complete. It will make me feel that I've achieved something. That rush will be there of the cigarette, gambling, whatever, that social media, that when we see, oh, someone put a like to my this, etc. That rush will pacify my thinking. I have achieved something. Means that now you can love me. I'm an achiever. I have done this, resolved this. Now you can love me, and we have this thing, but it's all in our mind. So when we will be doing the mantra today, to cure ourselves of our addictions and to help others, the first ground rule is recognize that we have an addiction. Первый правило. Осознать, что есть addiction. Очень трудно do a cold turkey. It's very difficult to do a cold turkey. No, no, and no more. So those who have done cold turkey, great. Those who have not done, whatever your addiction is, you start to do it with a mantra. The loss of control when we start to eat more than we need. Когда мы кушаем больше, чем надо, it's not because we need the food, because food we mix up with happiness, we mix it up, whatever we want more, we mix it, we think that this is happiness, this cigarette is happiness, this gambling, this social media is happiness. So we want more and more of it. But in reality, of course, gambling, alcohol, cigarette, these are just sense or ego assuagement. These are satisfaction of the ego that I have achieved something. Это просто тщеславие, там, эгоистичные, если мы добьемся, нам кажется, о, мы выпили кофе, мы выпили сигарет, или курили сигарет, или что это, все это зависимость. Первый, мы осознаем, второй, мы сделаем минимум, если мы не можем полностью, some молитвы. So the second stage is that we start to monitor whatever our addiction is. So let's say I'll monitor my Netflix for 2 hours, how much it is, and I will note it down in my mind, better still on a piece of paper, how much I took smoke, how much I did. So the first thing about managing is you start to note it. And whenever we are doing, now this takes us to the third step today. Whenever we are watching or indulging, try to minimize it. If you smoke 10, try to make it 3. And when you are smoking 3 cigarettes, do it with the mantra which we are going to be sharing. It can be Shiva mantra, the Triambakam Yedame, or because that's a healing mantra, or you can just do the other mantra that we are going to be sharing. Same thing with food, alcohol, cigarette. Minimize, monitor, see how much you are drinking or eating or playing gambling or whatever, and then start minimize it, optimize it, and then start doing it with a prayer. Now, then invoking day and night the mantra, if you are really keen about it, 108 times, but with your breathing. Breathe in golden light, which we do for all the meditations, and breathe out your dependency so that your heart knows that you do not need any love, you do not need any cigarette, you do not need any sort of love or any result from the external world, except we all need the chance to serve others. Нам столько нужно от этого мира немножко кислород, немножко еду и возможность служить. Вот эти вещи нам нужны. Больше все остальное это просто лишнее. You have good, you don't have good. So working with addiction needs certain stages. First of all, recognition. This is есть некоторые первый просто осознать свои зависимости. Не быть denial. Don't be in denial. Second is start to monitor when and how much you this addiction you how much you smoke, how much you drink, how much you eat. Make a note of it. Three, start to do it with a prayer. This minimum that you can do. Some can even do are doing cold turkey. Great. Now the fourth is you use the mantra to let go from your body, mind, and intellect this feeling I do not have enough love, I do not have enough achievement. You can even write it down on a piece of paper and keep on burning it. And you can do it with Shivoham. Soham. This mantra Shivoham means I am God. Divine God's presence is in my heart. I am no different. It's in like in the Bible, the Father and Son that Jesus says are one. And the way to the Father is through the Son. They are connected. То есть в Библии говорит, что Отец и я, мы единое. И получается, к Отцу только надо через Сыну. То есть они связаны, и ворота являются первым. So you invoke the image of God, of Shiva, Jesus, Mother Mary in your heart. You ask for the blessings so that you can resolve your addiction. And you use your breathing to change the energy and your thinking in the head regarding addictions by saying, I am love. I am divine. Let go of this addiction. Bless me so that I can let go of this addiction and change my energy and my thinking to have gratitude for my everything that I have and everything that I don't have. То есть вы должны сначала осознать, потом измерять сколько и так далее, note it down, и потом после этого вы начинаете понимать, просить Бога внутри и вокруг с молитвой, там любой молитвой. Мы сделаем сохам, шивохам, который означает «я» и Божество – это единая сила. Я совершенный, Бог – это совершенный, божественная дивность – это совершенный. Мне не нужен от мира никакой любви. Моя жизнь была, есть и будет совершенна. Все в этом мире совершенно. Таким образом, стресс уходит, что-то не так, и я должен воевать с этим. Most of the people, one of the other factor for addiction is because we don't believe in a God, we are always stressed. Maybe this will happen. Maybe that will happen. Maybe I will die. Even if we die, the death is only of the body. Do not have any fear when you are spiritual. By seeing God in everything and everyone that you are even afraid of, the fear of death leaves us, and you use your breathing to let go your old heavy thoughts. I do not have enough money. I need more cigarette. I'm not loved enough. I do not have the results. You start trusting the universe so that the stress which makes you a prisoner of this addiction is released. Вы освобождаете себя от стресса, увидев Бога во всем. У вас исчезает стресс, то если это произойдет, я потеряю работу, или я не найду работу, или я умру. Все это связано только с телом. Душа ваша и наша, когда мы молимся, она совершенная, она золотая, она дивная. И мы отпускаем эту свою зависимость даже с благодарностью. Спасибо, ты мне когда-то помог держаться, но теперь уходи от сердца. This addiction we let go with a prayer that at some point you helped me live. And when I had the stress, when I was not believing and seeing God in everything, the stress, you helped me, but now your job is done, go. So Om Namah Shivaya, Soham, and Shivoham. You can use any of these three, but you can also use Our Father in Heaven. Om Triambakam Idame. Gayatri. Whichever mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum if you are, whichever mantra, but you let it flow through you and through your heart. and having it, let's seeing specifically that you are breathing in and out, you are breathing in the perfection and activating your divinity, you're letting go of your addictions with gratitude. Try not even the addictions to let them go without a fight. Fighting means that, oh, who are we fighting? With our own thoughts. Who is the source of these thoughts? We are. So we end up hurting ourselves when we are fighting in any way with anything. So even that, just let the addictions recognize, measure, know that how much you do, start doing it with the prayer, whatever minimum, and use your breathing with mantra to let them go. So Shivoham. Shiv is the divine divinity in everything and everyone. Shiv is the conditional name of the creator of everything and everyone. And Ham means yeah. I am that divinity. So you recognize, activate your perfection, and then you don't need anything, and there's no stress. And you are love. It is like you are an ocean of love. So you don't need love from the external. You are love itself. Vi ocean lubvi, paetum vam ninujem lubvi ili priznani ili smireni shemto atakruja shemira. You address God internally and externally. Both gods are activated. It's the same God everywhere, like one scent reflected everywhere. So breathing in, Om Namo Shiva, 3 times. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. I'm going to be using prayer beats. So Shivoham, 108 times. Breathe in. Shivoham. Shivoham. The meaning is the divinity and myself are one. The divinity of creation, and see how the stress and how you are letting go of your addictions, which were looking for love in the wrong places, being released. We visualizate kakvi shivoham kakvi осознавате дивностную вас, как золотое пламя, и вы отпускаете все свои страхи, обиды, переживания и зависимости отпускаете. Без боя, без борьбы. Просто они вам помогли когда-то, но теперь вы отпускаете. Shivoham, 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 Shivo. Shivoham, 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 Shivo. Shivoham, Shivo. Shivoham, 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 Shivo. Shivo. Shivoham, 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 Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivo. Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo, 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 Shivoham, Shivo, 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 Shivoham, Shivo, 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 Shivoham, Shivo, Shivo, Shivo. Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo. Shivoham, 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 Shivo, Shivoham. Feel the energy flowing from the crown to your heart and see yourself letting go of all your heaviness so that the heart becomes totally golden. Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, Shivo. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Sending blessings to all the ancestors. Same prayer comes. Shivoham, Shivo, Shivoham, to all the mother energy, Shivoham, so that all your childhood traumas are resolved and you become light. To all the father energy, same trait comes, same Atsovskim, same Materinskim. Shivoham, Shiv. Continuing to send all the people who have played any role in you, all the partners. Shivoham, Shiv. Shivoham, 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 with full gratitude for to the mantra that I am divinity. I do not need cigarette. I do not need social media. I do not need alcohol. I do not need whatever your dependency is. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. And now visualize that you have already let go of your dependency. You are full, you're whole, you're complete, and you're free of your dependency, which you see farther going. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Очень важно, что вы визуализировали, что вы осознали свою зависимость, вы поняли, что это от недостатка любви, вы начали мерить, вы начали со молитвой заменить свою вот это там, где у вас есть зависимость, что я недостаточно получил любовь, вы это отпускаете, и вы теперь видите, что вы свободен от своей зависимости, вы целым. You have to see yourself right now, that you are full, complete, divine, your heart is completely round. You do not have any addictions now. You have to bless yourself very hard and you have to continue Shivoham, Shivoham, or Soham, or Om Namo Shivaya with your breathing, letting go of your addictions. With peace, in full peace. You have to, and diseases also, like we are going to be working with Christine also. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. We are all going to be praying with Christine, who is in Vancouver. Om Triambakam Idame, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Murvaruknan Nityurmokshai Mamrita. Om Triambakam Idame, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Urvaruknan Nityurmokshai Mamrita. Om Triambakam Idame, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Urvaruknan Nityurmokshai Mamrita. Once more, we are praying for Lina's interview tomorrow. Om Bhurvusvaha. For all the job interviews tomorrow. Om Bhurvusvaha. Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai. Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurvusvaha. Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai. Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Bhurvusvaha. Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. We are praying with everyone and we are praying with Maria and her daughter. Om Triambakam Yame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmokshai Mamrita. And we're doing now the Shivoham or Soham also you can do. Soham. Meaning is same. Invoking of activation of divine, perfect, full of unconditional love, Shiva energy inside us, which heals us. То мы Soham можем, Саддиханим, Shivoham означает одно же, что я дивная, совершенная, безусловная любовь, которую я называю Shiva, which I am calling Shiva. And let go. With your breathing, change your universe of body, mind, intellect. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. We are all doing it with Lina. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Andre, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Kate, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Cindy, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Cindy, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Chi, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Lena, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Galia, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. We are all one. grow. We are all one golden heart, blessing everyone individually. Mi se idin ser sad divne izolatoi katori blagaslavlet každemu individual. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham Irina. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham Hal. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Galia. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Jean. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Cat. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Christine. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham Anton. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Sophia. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham Son. Shivoham, Shivoham Larissa. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Lina. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Maria. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham Marina. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham Para. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. So Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am the divine in everything and everyone. And you can do any mantra with this understanding, the understanding of Shivoham. I and the divinity in my heart and everywhere is the same creation energy. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Till tomorrow, same time. So the mantra for healing from addiction, we'll continue it. Shivoham, Shivoham. It takes time. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham.